Good morning, friends. It's your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Sunday, October 3, 2021. The moon moves from Leo into Virgo early this morning, a shift in the energies of the heart and home from fire to earth, and from a focus on our passions to a focus on the detail that is involved in the work of our home life. The sun is still in Libra, which is ruled by Venus, the planetary reminder of those things and people we value the most, and the abundance of resources available to us. There is an easy confidence in all of our moves during these early autumn weeks. Likewise, positive, productive thoughts and ideas are bubbling up. Finances are emphasized as well, so this is the time to be on our game when it comes to those things that make us money. Let's take a look at these planets and aspects before we get into the interpretations. Planets that we have here today. The sun represents our outer being. How we show up in the world, who we are on the outside, our social self. The moon represents our inner being. And in this waxing, waning crescent phase, it invites us to release those things that don't serve us. Inner being our emotional, intuitive selves, but also our domestic sphere, our homes, and all the entities therein. We have Mercury present today. This is our thoughts and communication. Also, our travels are affected by Mercury, and all of the equipment, gear, or services that we use to communicate ourselves. Venus is our planet of values and relatedness, emphasizing those things and people that we value the most. Jupiter is our planet for growth and opportunity. It's really a good luck sign that brings about a lot of prosperity, the Jupiter. Mars is our sense of initiative, our will to act in the world, our get up and go, our ability to fight when we need to fight. Chiron is not a planet but an asteroid, and it indicates to us how to heal and often what we're working on healing at this time. Pluto is also here, our planet for endings and beginnings. Also for depth, mystery, intuition is indicated when Pluto is at play. Remember the moon, we'll talk about Virgo, the sun and Chiron, Mercury and Jupiter, Mars. Here's Uranus, is our change maker, our free thinker, change maker, sure. Venus, and we'll talk about this as well. All right, as for the actual aspects in effect, we have retrograde, which we've talked about a lot lately, and that is the apparent backwards motion along a planet's normally forward trajectory through the signs, and all the shakeups and changes that come with that. Square aspect indicates the potential for challenges that we might just have to, show some patience and get through them. Opposition also is an indicator of potential conflict or an opportunity to seek the balance of a situation. Or sometimes I look at it as this situation is going to balance itself out one way or the other. Are we going to do it by conflict, or are we going to do it by, just pushing forward into the change? Sextile. These energies are in a cooperative relationship with each other. Ingress just means transit from one sign to the next. Oh, finally a trine. Trine is possibly our most positive aspect, often referred to as harmonious. And quincunx, we haven't seen that one in a few minutes. Variable outcomes on the horizon. In retrograde, we have already discussed that. Okay, so these are the planetary representatives that are at play here. Oh, I lost your little eyeball, buddy. Here we go. These are the planetary representatives that are at play here, and these are the vibrations of the relationships they're making as they encounter one another. So Mercury retrograde is just here as a reminder that our attempts to communicate and to move about in the world may run into some obstacles, and that we will simply have to give ourselves plenty of time and apply patience to these challenging little blips in our forward motion. Today is day 4 of 4 for the Venus square Jupiter, asking us to let the good times roll. Well, did you have some fun? Were there too many responsibilities to attend? Part of the invitation of this aspect, I think, has been to give some consideration to which of our most solemn duties might be deprioritized in the name of our ability to get some free time and enjoy the company of our closest allies. We're also in day 3 of 4 of this Mars in opposition to Chiron aspect. Chiron is in retrograde and yesterday reached its perihelion. So making progress on our mental and spiritual health right now are highlighted. Are your actions, behaviors, and impulses, etc., in alignment with your stated desire to heal those old wounds? Mars in opposition is still asking this question. Align action with intent to heal. And this is day 2 of 4 of the Venus sextile Pluto. Venus's third and final very positive 4-day aspect that came into effect this week. I read this aspect as it is a really good time to go deep with our loved ones, ask questions and get to know them better, and also to invest in our close relationships by sharing more deeply about ourselves. Pluto is in retrograde, which in Pluto's case reads as though we can gain unusual clarity, especially when exercising our intuitive muscles. Together with the fact that Venus rules our current sun sign, Libra, it's almost as though this intuitive relating is more visible to us and possibly to other people. So what normally goes unseen is blessed in the broad daylight by others who can see it and will relate. Deeper relating. And we just have a few aspects to discuss today, so let's get right into that. I give these in Central Standard Time because I'm in Fayetteville, Arkansas, y'all. At 3:37 a.m., the moon makes ingress into Virgo. And here's a direct quote from the Wee Moon 2021. Moon in Virgo sharpens our minds and nerves. It helps us to digest information and assess the situation. Invoke Virgoan compassion and brilliant problem solving. And there's an invitation also here for the next 2.5 days to clean, organize our homes, edit our projects, and weed our gardens in light of this guidance to release that which doesn't serve us. That goes right along with it, doesn't it? So, I love the words compassion and brilliant problem solving. And then at 10:50 a.m., the sun goes in opposition to Chiron. So the outer life enters a conflicted energy with the light that shows up to show us how to heal. Chiron in retrograde and at perihelion is placing a lot of emphasis on our ability to heal our inner wounds. And Mars is here, has been here for a few days, asking us whether our actions align with our need to heal. So now the sun comes in and shines a little more light on the situations in our mind and spirit that require mending. These things are very much on the surface and in our face during this 1-day aspect. The balance to be struck is this. Are we going to shy away from the challenge represented by this emphasis on healing, or will we embrace it? One way leads to more conflict, and I'm going to say that's the path where we fail to consider what is right under our noses and demanding our attention. Inner healing demands attention. And then at 7:05 p.m., Mercury makes a trine with Jupiter. Our thoughts and perspectives are expanded under this very positive aspect between Mercury and Jupiter. Both of these planets are in retrograde, so be prepared during this two-day aspect to run into some hiccups or perhaps some really delightful surprises. Jupiter in retrograde brings extra good luck with it, especially for those of us who are willing and ready to express our big, big dreams. Coming up next week, Mars will make a significant aspect with Uranus. Venus will transit out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius. And later next week, several of these retrogrades that we discussed in the retrograde madness are going to go, they're going to station to go direct. And I'm seeing that that's Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto will all be stationing to go direct around Wednesday of next week. So, that's getting ready to bring things back into the alignment they normally are. However, it can cause some bumps in the road and it can cause some extra things to come up. So we're going to keep our eyes open for that. And we will continue to discuss all of these things and more as they come up. That's it for today, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects and Astrological Weather Forecast for Sunday, October 3, 2021. If you have any questions or if you feel inspired to share an observation or an experience, I invite you to add it to the comments below. Also, please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel. I will leave this up for about 30 seconds so that you may look it over, and I'll see you all tomorrow for more daily aspects.